Oh, look at you.
And guess is what we're talking about today?
What?
Well, I'm wearing a bike helmet.
Oh, the big bicycle, the e-bike, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe you were like trying to save yourself from some battery, accident or something like that, because now you are known as Ben, the battery bad boy.
That's right. And Baron, but it's interchangeable. And this thing gets hot.
Okay, so
yeah.
but I'm glad that you're wearing the bike helmet and we're talking about batteries because it's an e-bike, and we've talked about it. I love my e-bike. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, which brand did you say you had? I know we talked about
Specialized.
That. I don't remember. Specialized. Okay.
Yes.
So I'd never had any experience with them before. I've always had just kind of the plain old bicycle, and the prices, as you know, they can vary. $1,000, 5,000, 6,000 and up.
Yes.
Well, I got to review one from a company, and they're based in Washington. They're called Rad Power Bikes, and their latest one is called the RadRover 6 Plus Fat Electric Bike. Fat because the tires are like 4 inches thick. Like they look like they should be on a dirt bike. It's kind of insane, but anyway, it's pretty cool. It looks like a regular bike aside from those tires. It's got a 48-volt battery, which of course I wasn't going to skip on that. 2 LCD displays. You can go 45 miles on a charge, goes up to 20 miles per hour. 5-level pedal assist. It's got a throttle, a half twist throttle, 7-speed shifter, headlight, taillight, brake light, all that. It's kind of heavy though. I mean, it's an electric bike. It's got a battery and a motor, so it weighs about 75 pounds.
Wow.
And it comes in a really big box, as you can see, but that's their little promo video for some of that stuff. But it'd been a little while since I'd put a bike together. I was a little nervous about this whole thing. It's like, well, you got all these components, but it was mostly assembled when it got to me. I had to throw on like the front wheel and the handlebar and all that. It helps if you have a second person.
Does it?
They recommend that you take it to a reputable bike shop to get it all put together. But, I followed the instructions. Everything's fine. Like I said, no previous experience, didn't know what to expect. So I take off on this thing, and it's, like a regular bike. I don't turn any of the assist on, but it's different. I know you can kind of attest to that too. When you really, when you crank on the pedal assist, it's like, setting one.
I know, and then sometimes I feel like guilty because it's like, I'm just like, because with Specialized, you do have to pedal. There are some, now with this one, will it just go without you pedaling at all?
You can, if you turn the throttle. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So see, this one you do have to pedal in order to have it going. The one that I have.
Yeah, well, 20 miles per hour doesn't seem like that fast anyway. But when you're on a bicycle and you're kind of thinking that mentality, your pedals and you're going that fast, you crank it up to 5 and then you turn the throttle all the way and you're on a straightaway and, feels like you're going fast. You're not touching the pedals. And, when you're turning a corner on a bicycle, you feel the need, you kind of got that muscle memory. You want to pedal, but you don't do that if you've got a high setting. You just might as well just spin out of the intersection. So
okay, so with the Specialized, when you pedal, it recharges the battery. Does this one do that?
Not that I'm aware of. No, there's no recharge. No, there's no like alternator like you'd have on a car that's to recharge the battery. But I've been on it a few times. Other members of my family have been on it even more, and they've taken it on cruises around the neighborhood. We have not come close to draining the battery yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 45 miles on a charge is good. And if, that's on flat terrain, and that's if you're very rarely using the power. But even if you're, on hilly terrain on a mountain or, using the motor heavily, you're still supposed to get 25 miles on a charge. So
now have your parents tried it?
Mm-hmm.
And what do they say? Do they like it?
Oh, yeah, very much so. It's every member, even the kids have been on it. And I mean, we're going the whole household. We range, just under 5 feet to just under 6 feet, and everybody can get on it. Everybody can ride it. No issues. So, and they don't have experience with an e-bike either. So what I like, it doesn't just like, you don't turn the throttle and you just like feel like you've just launched into orbit. It's transitional, and the brakes work well, which is nice. When you pump the brakes, it kills the power too. So even if you're using that assistance, it's very easy to get used to. With the displays, how fast you're going. You can see what setting you're on, how much of a charge you have. So
does it have an app?
Really nice. No.
Okay.
This one does not. So I know some of the smarter bikes out there do. This one, this one is pretty, standard in terms of just the electric aspect of it. You can add accessories to it, racks. You can add rear view mirrors. You can add USB ports, like to charge your phone.
Oh, wow. Really?
All kinds of things like that. So
see, I don't have that.
Yeah, not a lot of smart features.
See, my bike is an e-bike. I mean, it's a mountain e-bike. I mean, and it looks a lot like that, but the tires aren't as big. But it has an app, and with the app, it does it maps your ride, but it also tells you like how much battery you used and all that other good stuff. And it's gives you a lot of data that I don't know if you. I mean, think about when we were kids when we were riding bikes. I mean, did we have data? No. I mean, we just rode bikes, right?
You were lucky if you had one of those like $15 speedometers from Walmart. Or
Exactly.
Look what I got.
Does it have a bell?
Yeah, it does. Got a little, just a little analog, just look it with your thumb bell.
Regular bell. So, all right. So what do you think about it?
Oh, I love it. I
do
mean,
you?
Price, if you don't have a lot of experience with e-bikes or shopping for e-bikes, price is going to be kind of a turn. It doesn't matter what brand you go. A lot of them start at $1,000. This one, because it's made for on-road, off-road, it's got a lot of the high-end features, brakes, $2,000. But again, they can go higher depending on what you want. So
they can go much higher.
If you're in the market for something that you want to take, on the city streets, go to the store, and you want to take on the trails, this is awesome. And I'll give it a solid 4. It could use a couple other features, which would be nice, like built-in USB ports. You don't have to buy them separately, things like that. That's what I counted off for. But everything else, I mean, you look at some of the more expensive models from other companies. I can't think of off the top of my head for the moment, but sometimes you're paying more and you're not getting as much in terms of just the amount of hardware or just the features you're getting on this bike. So I love it. First experience with an e-bike, very positive. Didn't scare me away from them or anyone else here. So yes, it is very much recommend. It's called the RadRover 6 Plus, and it comes from the company called Rad Power Bikes.
Now, one of the things that you might want to get, because Barry has this, is he's got a helmet. Okay. And he's setting up his helmet. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm setting up my helmet. Okay. The helmet comes with an app. It's made by Specialized, and it has an accelerometer built into it. So if he falls, it automatically will use his phone to text me that he fell.
See, why don't I know about this? This helmet doesn't have anything. It just has a strap.
Okay. But
I've seen some of those helmets that have like the built-in lights on the back, but that's kind of neat. So it's kind of like what the Apple Watch has, the fall detection.
Yes. But guess what it is? Guess how much it is? Okay. The helmet's not bad. I mean, the helmet's like $100. Okay. So it's more expensive. Okay. But that feature is like $10 a month. I mean, it's like every time you turn around, I feel like there's like another subscription. I mean, it's nuts.
You remember to pay Netflix, but you forgot about the bike helmet. Yeah,
it's like, geez Louise. All right. So you're going to put the whole review up?
Yep. Almost finished with it. It'll be up shortly.
And what we need some videos of you riding the bike, Ben.
Yeah. If I was really sure about the internet connection in this neighborhood, kind of around mountains, I've tried to go live on location just like through my phone, but I was afraid the internet was going to be a little choppy on the road.
Okay. So we'll have to settle for just some iPhone videos then.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. You know what? You look good. I mean, that's a great look for you, the whole helmet and sunglasses.
Yeah, just start wearing this on the daily,
I think it's good. People would be like, what's wrong with Ben? Ben's wearing a helmet. And it's not his drinking helmet. We're not sure what it is.
No beer cans on the side of this one.
All right. Good job, Ben. Go ride your bike.
Yeah,
okay. Thanks.